Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Markovich here with your outlook for August 26, 2015, and another very nice day here with low humidity coming. Actually, the next couple days are going to be like that. We're going to be like temperatures at or below normal, slightly below normal for the rest of the work week, it looks like. And we're not looking at any precipitation either. We talked about this in previous videos here. Not seeing anything in the foreseeable future that would indicate precipitation. This might go for a prolonged period, longer than the forecast video and our 6-day forecast cover. Looks like it's the earliest possibility for any precipitation might not come until the end of next week. So we're going to be very dry during that period here, starting off again with slightly below normal temperatures. You definitely feel the niceness of the day, both today and tomorrow especially. And then I think we start to nudge up a few degrees as each day as we head Friday, Saturday, Sunday through the weekend. We'll get into temperatures here in a second. But here's what's going on here. We have high pressure in the Ohio Valley here, actually sitting over the Great Lakes, northern Ohio Valley. And this high pressure is going to be in this position by Thursday morning. And it's going to head over top of our area here to a position of right about here for Friday. And then it's going to continue off the coast like this, and then it's going to set up a Bermuda high off the eastern seaboard that's going to allow for temperatures to increase as we get to the latter part of the weekend here. So moving us ahead a little bit, here's a look at Friday. Here's your high pressure sitting right over top, so it's going to be very hard to find even any passing clouds here on Friday. It's going to be so with high pressure sitting right over top of the area here. And then that will sink off to the southeast. You can see that right here. Right here is a look at Saturday. Again, not in the most ideal position to get the heat and humidity going here, but it will be enough with high pressure in a position and a clockwise flow around high pressure that will allow for winds to turn southwesterly. And of course, that's going to increase temperatures and bring a little bit more humidity back into the picture here. That high pressure is going to set up as a Bermuda high off the coast here, and you can see there's absolutely nothing going on here. Some precipitation might reach western PA by the time we get to Sunday, but I don't think it gets into our coverage area at all. And then we get into Monday, it's pretty much the same thing. Tuesday is pretty much the same thing, just showing some isolated stuff in our far western areas, but that's about it. Nothing really going on here as far as precipitation is concerned. Now, let's take a look at the temperatures here. This is what we're looking at across our coverage area today. Got 70s up here to the north here, near 80 in the middle, and maybe lower 80s further south here. Pretty much the same thing's going to take place here on Thursday. Might actually be a degree or two cooler on Thursday than it is today on Wednesday. The winds are blowing out of the northwest here, so it'll be a very refreshing day here. Probably the best day will be Thursday of this entire period. Temperatures will start creeping up a little bit here on Friday, but nothing too terrible. And creep up a little bit more here on Saturday, and even more so on Sunday. By the time we get to Sunday, many mid to upper 80s readings will be across the area here. And then we get into Monday of next week, I think we're going to get into 90 or above for our central and southern locations. So we do have what might be another heat wave coming here. Looks like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of next week. Might even go beyond that. We'll have to wait and see how long that takes place. It's going to be because of that Bermuda high that we talked about setting up off the southeastern U.S. coastline, and that's just going to just send the heat and humidity our way for all of next week. So if you're missing the summer temperatures this week, you don't have to wait too long to see the summer temperatures return. We are going to keep an eye on Tropical Storm Erica here. This is the National Hurricane Center's projection of where this is going to go, and it's supposed to expected once it gets to the Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico. Still remaining a tropical storm in this area here. Not really much strengthening going on over the next couple of days here. I think through the end of the week we should see a very gradual increase, if an increase at all, during this time frame. It's a very weak tropical storm at the moment. But it could fluctuate between, say, 40 and 60 mile an hour sustained winds up in this period here. Once it gets beyond that, we do think it has a potential to blow up into a hurricane out in this area here. Now, depending on how strong this system gets or how quickly the system intensifies, will determine whether it takes a path that's more like this toward the southeastern U.S. coastline, somewhere in the middle, having either brushing or making a direct hit right along the Florida Panhandle here. or not the Panhandle, the eastern coast of Florida. And the third option is if this thing stays weak, it's going to kind of take a southern track right through here, and eventually will turn and come up the western side of Florida here. But those are the three options we have right now. So if you have a strong system, intensifying stronger and getting better organized as it's coming up through this path or this little channel here, it'll obviously pull it to the north here, and if it's weaker, it stays to the south. Maybe in between, it's going to be hitting the east coast of Florida here. So we're going to be watching this for those that have travel plans and things like that over the next week to 10 days. This is something you want to keep an eye on. I don't think it's going to be, there's not really any situation that would bring this up to our latitude. I don't think it's going to. If it does hit the U.S. Coastline, I think it's going to be somewhere between, say, the North Carolina, South Carolina border and Florida. I think that's your window there. Because if it does get up in this area here, it's going to end up doing one of these numbers and curving out this way, it looks like. At least that's what the ensemble guidance is suggesting. So, again, we'll stay on top of this and give you updates as we get more information. But right now, it's still a good 7 to 10 days away before we start getting into some serious mode here. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Marchers, and that is your outlook for August 26, 2015. Have a great Wednesday.